Hi guys, it's Maureen here. Welcome to day 76 of my video diary, following my progress as I live with the rare neurological condition CRPS. Multi-site, multi-system for me, central nervous system dysfunction, autonomic nervous system dysfunction, immune system dysfunction, vestibular dysfunction, a bit like having a major virus in the hard drive of my computer, I think. As you can see, I'm kind of wrapped up today because one of the ways the CRPS affects me and the dysfunction in the autonomic nervous system is that I don't regulate temperatures. I've lost that ability to regulate the temperature, and my body really struggles with extremes of temperature, with just regulating. Yeah, and really just the body thermostat's gone up the creek. So today I'm on a day I'm actually chilled to the bone, even though I'm inside and I've got the heating on. It is freezing outside. I have to admit it's freezing outside today. We've got a massive snow forecast. It's now really horrible, sleety rain at the moment. And it is bitter, but the house, we have the heating on and it's actually quite cozy, but I'm afraid my system today is just completely not functioning at all with the body thermostat. So I am completely wrapped up. Anyway, it's day 75 of my video diary. I haven't missed a day yet since I started this. Started doing it because I was following my progress at the Neurologic Relief Centre in Fayetteville in Arkansas. As you're aware, if you follow this, we have now moved on from there, not getting the results we hoped for. Exploring now help with some underlying issues. It is very clear that if I don't do anything, my health is not going to improve. My physical health at present is deteriorating. I am able to keep less and less food down. My weight is going down. I am feeling quite weak and wobbly. And also I am just really struggling with the ever pushing ahead, the vestibular issues and the balance issues, and extreme pain and burning throughout my whole system, as well as real allodynia, that real hypersensitivity to touch, really swollen joints, a lot of muscle contraction and spasms. And yeah, it's just not the best time at the moment. And yeah, this year has been quite a difficult one on the physical health front. So what can I share with you today? Well, I've not been out. We had a lovely night last night. My younger brother and his wife were up from down south. They came to visit last night. Peter, my husband, cooked dinner for us all. Sadly, mine, even though I only ate a couple of mouthfuls of it last night, sadly it came up this morning, 12 hours later, looking the same. So that was a bit yuck. But we did have a nice night and it was lovely to have the company. This morning, a couple of neighbours popped in and with their dogs, and my brother and his wife came in to say cheerio. And yeah, and that was nice, albeit I had to leave the room a couple of times to unfortunately go and be sick. So that wasn't so good. And ever since then, I've really been struggling. So it's not been the best day. And yeah, I'm just really chilled to the bone, very sick, very sore, and struggling somewhat. So, however, on a good note, let's look for the positives. Yeah, the positives today are actually this happened last night, that we did actually manage to make some contact. I said to you before about potentially looking into going to a clinic in Switzerland to help with some underlying immune system dysfunctions and some chronic viral infections and toxins in my bloodstream, which again are underlying everything and probably are going to mean that, until I sort those out, to try and do anything about the physical health is going to be difficult to get any improvement. So anyway, we did manage to make contact again with the doctor in America who'd put us in touch with the clinic. We did she has managed to speak to the doctor in Switzerland. He has contacted saying that yes, he does believe he can help me and is willing to help me. And again, on the good news, he's suggesting that instead of me going out for the 3 intensive weeks, that perhaps I go out for shorter periods of time to allow me to recover in between, because my system is pretty low just now. So it may well be that I'll go out for 1 week and then come home for a while to recover and then go back out, etc. So there is a little bit of progress there, and we are sort of making contact directly now, and potentially maybe as soon as the first or second week of January, when I can go out for my first week's treatment. When I say about treatment, the clinic is a biological medicine place, and they deal with you in a very holistic way, but they also deal with a lot of, they have people, they don't really deal with diagnosis or labels. They deal with the underlying, the cellular stuff, the immune system stuff, to get the body working better. And for me, that would mean getting help with all the viral infections and the toxins in my body. And that is becoming apparent. That is also going to include for me some dental work, because it seems like I am being poisoned to a certain extent by the mercury in the amalgam of some of the fillings in my teeth. It's not the first time I've heard this. I was actually told over 30 odd years ago by a homeopathic doctor at the homeopathic hospital in Glasgow, that he believed I had a real problem, sensitivity with the amalgam fillings in my teeth, that I was bit by bit being poisoned by them, the mercury in them. And he suggested that at that stage, until I got rid of them all totally, I would never ever be fully well. And it's funny, because I've had this conversation with dentists over the years. Some dentists in the UK poo-poo that idea. Others are very open to the idea and acknowledge that it can be an issue for some people like myself. But they're very wary to remove the amalgam fillings in your teeth, because if you do have a sensitivity to that toxin that's there, then if you stir it up, you're actually going to make yourself pretty ill and make it worse, and it's safer to leave it in place. What I've done over the years is very much agreed with my dentist that as a tooth maybe naturally needs some work done on it, that any amalgam filling would be replaced with a white synthetic filling. And that's what's happened over the years, because nobody's really been willing to stir up the amalgam and the mercury in my teeth. But it looks like I do have some heavy metal toxification, and it looks like that is one of the toxins. It's one of several things going on for me. It's not the answer, it's just one of several things that need dealt with. But it looks like I do need to address that. And in the clinic in Switzerland, they work very closely with biological dentists who remove the amalgam fillings in your teeth. They also, root canal treatments are an issue as well. And but they do it in a very controlled way and protective way to try and stop stirring up so much for you that it makes you really ill. So it's something that potentially I'm going to have to face. And to be honest, I hate people anywhere near my mouth, because I've got CRPs in my mouth. And as a result of dental treatment, the CRPs unfortunately affects our teeth in some of us. It means we get very brittle teeth, bleeding gums, and I have CRPs in my mouth, as in I can't eat with metal. I only eat with wooden or plastic forks and knives or spoons. I coat my roof of my mouth, my tongue, my gums regularly every day with an anaesthetic to try and stop the burning nerve pain. Even speaking, the tongue is sending electric shocks around my mouth as the tongue touches the roof of my mouth. So as you can imagine, I hate people really near my mouth now, because I can't, the metal in my mouth sends electric shocks around. So I'm a local dentist that I use at home. He's very kind and very gentle as he can be, but he's very aware that it's not the best thing for me. So anyway, it looks like I'm going to have to address it and probably have that done in Switzerland, as well as I think they do a lot of infusions, because I've got a big bit of my gut removed, and I had major bowel surgery way back in 2002, and yeah, I have a big bit of my gut removed, which means I don't absorb nutrients or food properly. I've also got the gastroparesis just now, which means I'm not digesting food, not getting nutrients in me. So I think there'd be quite a lot of infusions on the go and a lot of different treatments. Switzerland to initially, I think that first week would be dealing with all my teeth and also starting to really detox the heavy toxins in my bloodstream. And they're suggesting perhaps instead of going for 3 weeks solid treatment that I would be better doing it in shorter doses because it's going to be quite a bit of a tricky thing for me, especially with an immune system which is not working well at all at present. So we'll see, watch this space, but there's certainly some movement on that and certainly some correspondence now happening. And yeah, and we'll just watch the space. I've also been approved for a medication back here in the UK, which is to do with pain relief, which again I've had approval for. It's had to be applied for because it is not a medication that is commonly given. And that has approvals come through. So I've had conversations around that, and that is there in the pipeline. I'm not having it at the moment. I don't have, and again, we will see what happens with the clinics. It may be that I need to be without it until after a lot of clinic detox stuff. So yeah, it's been a tough day. I'm feeling really rubbish, that's being honest. I've had a real rough day today. However, it's Saturday. I haven't even been home a week yet. It'll be the first Saturday night at home since September. And yeah, and I'm hoping, I don't even know what's on TV on a Saturday night, but Peter and I are going to go into our lounge, light some candles. I'm going to get myself with some heat pads and try and warm myself up a bit and furry blankets, and we're going to go and sit and see what's on TV and maybe watch a film and see if we can just switch off for a while, and perhaps a magnesium salt warm bath before I go to bed. Still haven't got the Christmas tree up, still haven't got the decorations up. However, I think we're just about on top of most of the Christmas cards today. I've had some more. I've been active online this week doing Christmas shopping for my family online, and I think most of it's actually arrived now. So tomorrow, hopefully, we'll start getting the house Christmassified and get the Christmas stuff down from the attic, get the house a Christmas tree up, and start trying to get ourselves in that way, that kind of Christmas spirit, which, yeah, it's I think Peter and I are just both, we're just kind of very aware today of the deterioration of my physical health over this year, and how kind of, a bit restricted things are at present. So I'm hanging in, and I'm certainly not going to just accept that there's nothing I can do, because I believe there is always something I can do. And I am going down to my GP this week to see my doctor to discuss things, because I haven't seen him since I'm back. And yeah, it'd be good to get his thoughts too. But I think potentially Swiss Clinic is on the cards. If you want to look it up, if you are interested, if you do yourself have CRPs or chronic pain or any other long chronic standing condition, if you look up the Alpstein Clinic online and the Dr. Ralph Ittmeier, I think it's Oettmeier, that is where I am looking to go for some treatment. And it'd be good to know your thoughts. Check it out and let me know what you think. But it's biological medicine and biological dentistry, and really looking at a deep cellular level to try and help the deep-rooted stuff underlying any diagnosis or labels that the medical professional have put to us. Take care, be you, be happy, be awesome. I hope when I come in tomorrow I can tell you I've got a Christmas tree up and the house is beginning to look a bit more like Christmas. I hope I'm going to be not quite as wrapped up as this as well, and that my body is kind of come to a bit, because I'm really feeling quite shivery and horrible. And and as well, I'm really hoping I can maybe get some hot soup or something in me and staying down today, because today's not been a day where my stomach has been on best behaviour. So, okay, take care, be you, be happy, be awesome, hang in there. And take away for today is actually there is always something you can do. Sometimes we just have to think outside the box. Sometimes we just have to really dig deep for more courage, for more strength, for more thoughts, for more ideas, for more peace and contentment, for more just that, yeah, let's do what we need to do. And I'll be honest, going in face and getting all my teeth sorted out is not my idea of fun. You know, my CRPs in my mouth makes it not a good thought at all. And but does fear come into it? No, I don't have fear because I know I can handle whatever life throws at me. Doesn't mean it's not a scary thought for me, but it's very different knowing that I have faith and trust and I can handle whatever I need to deal with. Take care, be you, be happy, be awesome, and I shall see you again tomorrow. Thanks for all your support, and I hope that following my journey may help you in some way dig deep for strength or peace or courage, and think outside the box if there's challenges in your life, to look for that something you can do, because in my mind there is always something that you can do. Okay, take care.